Hey guys! Alright, so let's talk about a less controversial topic. Or I guess it kind of can be for some people, but whatever. How I became vegan. Alright, so let's go back in time to 2015. I graduated college in the summer and I was doing yoga pretty much like every single day. I had time. I didn't know what I wanted to do after college. I mean, I graduated with my BA in English, wanted to be a teacher. But anyway, and so I took the summer pretty much off and to kind of like reconnect and find myself and kind of see where I wanted to go. And so I did yoga every day. I was eating a lot more fruits and making smoothies and tried out vegan protein. And I was just started to get curious. So I started to get curious into, healthy lifestyle, and because I noticed that, when you eat fruit, when you eat cleaner, you feel so much better and you feel so much more energized and not like, okay, honestly, I apologize, but if you eat like crap, you feel like crap. You eat clean, you feel energized, and everything's just like so much more happier. It's just like, oh. So anyway, and so I was just more invested in the healthy lifestyle, like trying to, just feel my body, feel better, because it wasn't about losing weight to me. It just made me feel better. I did, all around. I was a happier person, and feed your body, all the good stuff, you feel good. And, so yeah, and then I started to think about, get more curious about veganism, because I was on Instagram all the time. I followed all these vegan Instagrammers and everything, and stumbled upon John, Badass Vegan. Love him. He's awesome. And I met him at Wanderlust 2016. Okay, so this time we're already in 2016 now. And I met him, and it was just, it was really cool. Like, I love meeting vegan people that are open and just, if you have any questions, even though if you're not vegan, they're more than happy to help you. What brands, what tastes good, what can you sub for this, just stuff like that. And so I was just curious about it, but at the time I was tracking macros. And, I was getting my protein in, my meat, my turkey, and meal prepping, and I was also lifting weights at the time and mixing it with yoga and Pilates. And, so I just started thinking about, well, what if I got to intuitive eating? That was the goal, to get to intuitive eating, which is what I do now. And so I met my husband, and he was vegetarian. And so when I met him and, got into conversation or whatever, and he was vegetarian, and I was like, oh, so are you planning on going vegan? And he said, well, I mean, for right now, I'm just vegetarian, but, looking into other stuff. So we went, our first date was a veggie grill, and I cannot believe I got a salad. Like, really, me? But anyway, I was tracking macros, and that was like the least carby thing. Duh, for me back then. I didn't know any better. So yeah, so that is how that happened, of me going into that vegan route. And then I had my aha moment, basically, was when I had a yoga training mini weekend with Doug Swenson. He is amazing, seriously, like master yogi right there. And he did a meditation, and at the end, we also talked about some nutrition, and he's been raw vegan for like ages. And so I came back from my training, and I just felt so cleansed and purified, and I didn't want to put any garbage in my body. So that night we had pho, and I normally get the beef pho, and I got that, and I just felt not guilty, but it just felt wrong, to eat the meat. And so my perception or perspective started to change. And so we also watched Cowspiracy, Forks Over Knives, What the Health. That one's, we were already vegan, but we watched What the Health, which is amazing, by the way. And so your perspective starts to change, and you see the animals not only as pets or like animal, but as human beings. So it's like, if I won't eat my dog, why am I gonna eat a baby chicken or, a turkey? And so I see them as another being, you know, so that is why I don't eat meat. As for the dairy, and you know, I was vegetarian for a bit, and then I just went full on vegan. We don't really even know when that transition happened. We went to Veg Fest in Costa Mesa, the Orange County one, in 2016 of October, and believe we were already vegan then. I think that's when we started to go vegan. So we were vegan for about 3 months, and then, ta-da, I got pregnant. And so that was another interesting story from being vegan and pregnant. Yeah, it didn't happen, guys, okay? I'm not ashamed of it. I wanted to stay vegan as best as I could, but ladies, if you've been pregnant, you know what I'm talking about. Those cravings are real. It's like, I don't even know. It's like a whole nother level, okay? And so at the time, at the beginning of my pregnancy, you know, morning sickness and everything, I luckily did not have morning sickness. I just had like a little bit of nausea. And so the vegan foods that I normally eat, tofu scramble and all that stuff, he was cooking it, and it just like, I didn't want anything to do with it. I couldn't even look at avocados. That's how intense it was. I couldn't even look at it. He would be eating avocado, and I would put something in between because I didn't want to look at it, okay? And now my baby loves avocado. I don't know, but it's so weird, I swear. And so I was like, okay, let me just try being vegetarian, because I didn't want to eat the stuff that I normally ate, and I had to eat. I was so weak, and I was so tired, and the only things that I could eat that were more readily available that I wouldn't have to cook because of the smell was non-vegan food. And, you know, I was all into waffles and everything, so I went vegetarian. Okay, and then fast forward into my pregnancy, I smelled chicken and carne asada. Yes, I'm Hispanic, so I understand when people say it's hard to go vegan when you're Hispanic, okay? And I'm in a vegan pregnancy and parenting group on Facebook, so just look it up if you want. It's literally called Vegan Pregnancy and Parenting, and they're amazing, honestly. You just post your questions, moms help each other out, and I've read on there that some people, they fight the urge, but they do have the craving. And you know what? For me, I did what was best for me, and the craving was just so strong. I mean, I know I probably could have tried to, you know, not eat meat and stuff, but it was stressing me out, and the stress isn't good while you're pregnant, you know? And so that kind of conquered over of me, you know, it kind of defeated me, basically. Whatever. You know what? During my pregnancy, I was so weird. It was like I only ate meat certain weeks. Other weeks I only ate chicken. Other weeks I was vegetarian, I will say, the entire time, honestly, because I loved pizza. And I had pizza like all the time. But I did eat meat and chicken at various times, though. It was different. It was not like completely chicken and meat like every day, but I would have like a week where I ate meat, a week where I ate chicken, a week where I ate eggs. Like, I kind of went through weird phases. And then toward the end, when I was about to have my son, that last week I noticed I wasn't really eating meat and I wasn't craving it. And so I started to manage. I was able to eat again gardein and tofu. I was able to eat that again, because at the beginning it was like my worst enemy. And so the week that I had him, I didn't eat meat. And the week, and ever since I had him, I did not eat meat. And I had diet cheese for grilled cheeses and vegan, you know, soy meats and stuff. And then now we're kind of cleaning it up to eating more, you know, whole foods than the frozen stuff. I mean, we do treat ourselves to the frozen stuff, because, I mean, it's bomb. But yeah. So that's pretty much my crazy, weird vegan journey, okay? So that's why I say that AJ's a vegan baby, you know? I don't care if I wasn't vegan during, because I had to do what was best for me. If you've been pregnant, you totally get me, and especially if I was only vegan for 3 months before I got pregnant, okay? So keep that in mind. So my body was still trying to adjust, okay? And so obviously when I was craving to what my body knew, which was meat and chicken and stuff, right? Because I had only been vegan for 3 months before that. And so And so I tried being vegetarian and stuff. And my husband went to being vegetarian during my pregnancy. He didn't eat meat though. He stayed vegetarian because I had pizza all the time and stuff. And of course, like I said, I mean, you do what works best for you. I don't, you know, go all hardcore, everyone be vegan. Like, it's up to you. You do what works for you. If you only eat meat once a week, props to you. You know, if you're trying to adjust and eat only certain things or meatless Mondays, and, you know, to each their own, just like the vaccinations on the other video. Oh, this video is getting long. So yeah, so that's basically it. And so right now we are fully vegan, and AJ is a vegan baby. Not in my belly from what I ate, but ever since he's been out, he has been a vegan baby. No dairy, nada. Alright, so I mean, if you have any questions, you're more than happy to contact me through Instagram. I'm always on there. Send me a message or, you know, comment and ask. More than happy to help you if you want to know what's good for this or how do I transition and stuff like that. So that is basically my vegan journey. It was a little weird, I mean, and long. Sorry, I tried. I knew I was gonna do that, but anyway. Pretty much it. So I have been vegan now. My son is 5 months, so 5 months. And then before pregnancy, it was 3 months, and I had just ventured into being vegan. So thank you, Badass Vegan, for, I mean, helping me, you know. Oh, and also Ellen Fisher. I messaged her when I was pregnant at the beginning of how she did it. She's had 3 successful vegan pregnancies. I can link her below. She's a vegan mama. She lives in Hawaii. She's just awesome. And she wrote back to me in like the same day for my email about a vegan pregnancy. So yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I know it was pretty long and I don't know if I got boring. So yeah, I'll probably talk about like some other topics later on. But that's pretty much it on how I became a vegan. Alright? Thanks guys for watching. Bye!